If you have specific questions that we may be able to help you with, address, please direct those to the Office of Public Affairs. But we wanted to give you this opportunity to hear from these senior leaders today. All right, Regent Acker, why don't we move ahead?
Excuse me, Rick. I just received a message from President's admin to read the President's marks.
All right. Well, thanks. Before we get started with President Colma is having some technical difficulties connection here today. What I'd like to do is read her remarks for you. She looks forward to getting reacquainted with many of you as she gets settled into campus in the coming weeks. So we're here today to talk the agreement that we hope will lead to a settlement of claims against the University of Michigan. She's watched from a distance as someone who cares very deeply about the University of Michigan and looks forward to the day when these cases can be resolved and the healing for survivors can begin. This was the right thing to do. The agreement is a critical step among many the university has taken to improve support for survivors and more effectively prevent and address misconduct. She appreciates the commitment of the Board of Regents to get us to this point. And so now we'll turn that remarks over to Board Chair Jordan Acker. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Today, we share the news that takes an important step toward a future of healing for our community. As we announced this morning, there's a settlement agreement in place between the University of Michigan and attorneys for approximately 1,050 claimants. They had sued the university alleging abuse by Robert Anderson. This agreement would resolve all of those survivors' claims. We have a solemn responsibility to our university and our community members. We must support healing and restoration of trust in an environment where safety is paramount. This agreement is an important step in that direction. Here's what happens next. Our Board of Regents must approve the agreement. We plan to put that to a vote at our next scheduled public meeting in February. Also, 98% of the claimants must approve the agreement. This has been recommended to them by their attorneys. The court must also approve the agreement as it would resolve the mediation that has been going on since October 2020 and supervised by Judge Victoria Roberts. As we announced this morning, the cases would be resolved for $490 million. Of that total, $30 million would be reserved for future claimants who choose to participate in the fund before the end of next July. Once approved, we hope that the settlement will continue the healing process for survivors. At the same time, our work is not complete. The board and administration plan to accelerate additional efforts to work toward a campus with a positive, nurturing, and safe culture. This must reflect our values as a community. We will strive to be free from abuse and sexual misconduct, building on the work that hundreds in our community are committed to succeeding. In the coming weeks, months, and beyond, we look forward to hearing from more members of the university community. We'll want input about how we can continue to achieve the environment and culture of safety that we envision. Together, we will move forward as students, faculty, staff, and alumni of the University of Michigan. Unfortunately, I'm not able to answer any questions yet, but on behalf of all of my colleagues on the Board of Regents, thank you for listening. We'll have more to say in the coming weeks.
Thank you all for joining us.
Recording stop.